welcome to this week's episode of Vampires and Vitae. As always, we're going to hand things off to Tyler for a bit of a recap.
All right, so we started off the last episode by actually answering some questions that we had on Reddit and had a kind of a mini roundtable that was pretty fun to do. Then we got right into it by trying to find out where Rasputin was headed after he escaped from his bank vault prison thing. But we did get almost immediately sidetracked by a couple of vials of blood that had our names on it, and they seemed to enhance our abilities quite a bit. I personally thought about derailing the entire campaign with a funny joke by switching the blood vials, but thought better of it, luckily. Thank you, Robbie, for talking me out of that. We had multiple arguments in a hallway. Danika started blinking between rooms, and I got these horrifying new arm appendage things that shoot blood. I'm not really sure what's going on over there. Dae and Lawrence kept switching clothes in an instant, and Dae ended up having to steal Lawrence some new pants from an old Jewish man because Lawrence was walking around in a hospital gown and nobody wanted to see that, except Dae. Anna also decided not to use the old people that she had stole as a sacrifice, at least for the moment, and she told Frank to take care of them, which I'm pretty sure he mistook for fucking. So Dae and Lawrence keep swapping shirts. Anna looks like an absolute maniac. Frank just said he wants to fuck Anna. That's what's going on. That's what's happening. Welcome to Vampire.
Anna, these new protrusions from your forearm, although very neat, it looks like your bone itself has shattered. There doesn't seem to be any weakness in your actual arm. Mm-hmm. You haven't been able to figure out how to retract it.
That's a bit of a problem, yes.
Yes. It's also cool, Danika, that you're moving real fast, but you seem to be blinking around and not being able to control it. Also, some ideas that aren't completely yours are invading your mind. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Dae, you and Lawrence have been kind of weird for a while. This is just another day at the park almost for you.
Yeah, we're kind of geeking out.
Yeah, right? This is more of like a... So,
is it a vampire?
Can we do it every time?
I don't know. Do we both have to concentrate? Or?
Okay, I want to... Okay. Damn, can you start wearing baggier clothes?
Okay, but we gotta get a belt.
There's just a moment of understanding in between all of that. The conversation is going over, and this Vol is definitely taking some notes on all of that. You hear, all of you, in the distance, I don't need the testers anymore. I just need to find my subjects. As a very familiar voice starts to drift down the hallway.
Subjects, I hope that he is not talking about the 6 old people that I've got down here in this basement.
Anna,
I don't think anybody...
What?
Yes, they were going to be a bat for the Rasputin, but I guess we do not need that anymore.
Yeah, probably not.
So you just have 6 old people roaming around in the Queen's Palace?
Yes.
You have, out from one of those doors, the head pokes of Gomez.
They had my arm, and I'm like, hello, Gomez.
What do you mean, bathtubs?
No, remember you were supposed to go into your room, and the tea is coming. They're using a very special technique to brew it. It's going to be incredible.
It sounded like I was going to be the tea, and
What?
my friends were going to be the tea.
No, that's crazy.
There's a very, waiting look to all of you.
I'm just looking at Lawrence. I'm like, awkward. You know what I'm saying?
Is
All right,
this
so, yeah. Let's be honest over here. You had some.
Yeah, who? Anna?
Oh, I'm sorry. I should introduce you. Let's just come down the hallway a little bit because I told him that he had to stay in his room. You know what I mean? So let's go down here, and I will introduce you.
He's a spry but ancient man, completely balding all the way to the back. Although there seems to be way too many white hairs coming off of his ears. They kind of give a little static feel to it. If he could comb them over, he probably would.
So this is Gomez.
Yeah. Nice to
Hi.
meet you.
Gomez, these are my friends. This is Danika.
Hello.
And this is Dae.
I feel like I'm
Sup?
meeting dinner guests,
No,
if you
no,
know what
no.
I mean.
Oh, Gomez, where do you get these crazy ideas? This is Dae's boyfriend, Lawrence.
It's progressive. Trust me, I was in the military. There's a way more than you think that's there.
Can we get him some pants? He looks like a serial flasher right now.
What do you mean?
He's just wearing a
Oh my
trench coat.
god. Oh, Lawrence, I thought you were talking about the Gomez. I was like, what do you
No.
mean he's wearing pants?
I realized Lawrence just doesn't have any pants on. He just looks like one
Just
of those dudes
wearing
that,
a
like,
trench coat. That could be good, but I think there's worse problems right now for me and my friends.
No,
than
no.
seeing
We're
your
getting
Asian
you.
man's willy.
We're getting you something to eat, and we're going to make sure that you are all nice and warm and cozy. It's so much better than sleeping outside in the tents, don't you think, Gomez?
That's what I'm coming here to talk to you about.
Oh, what's wrong? Is there something wrong with your room?
No, but I don't think that you brought me here out of the niceness of your heart.
Are you kidding me? I'm a totally benevolent person.
Anna, this is pretty fucked up. I'm gonna be honest.
What are you talking about, Day?
What?
It's fine.
I think he just means it's fucked up that you left all the other people outside.
No.
That's not what I mean. What I mean is that I think that we were supposed to be a tool. I think
Anna, we had
something
we had
useful for you.
Whole conversation about this.
What I'm saying
We
is
had a whole talk.
I may be...
Gomez, I'm talking. We had a whole ass conversation
What do you mean, Day?
about morality and not losing yourself in the situation.
I did not lose myself in the situation. I brought them in the palace so they could be warm and have something to eat and some tea.
And I'm sure that the queen and the guards know about all of this, right? Surely you would not.
Yes.
Surely you would not have
What's the guy's
implicated.
name?
That door. Interesting. It's all in the wrists.
I mean, surely
I've broken into more than one door in my life, and I've never been able just to pop one open like that.
Look, I told you, it was just a little trick in the wrist. That is all.
Anna, surely you would not have implicated the security and the goodwill of the queen for an errand.
I do not know what you're talking about, Day.
Sure.
Of course I would not.
So Day, you've actually...
Can I hold on a fucking second. You shut the fuck off. You shut the fuck off. Give me a second. I think I have something for this. I only have one to insight, damn it. I want to see if she's lying to my face.
Okay, if you want to just make...
It's not your face that she's lying to. She's not trying to have Gomez freak out.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to look at it, it would be insight and intelligence. No, insight and wits.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to I'm reading as much as I can between the lines between the two of us. It's 3 successes. It's 5 if I use focus, but I didn't say I was going to use it, so.
Actually, it's worse than that because you haven't got the penalty from using your focus before.
I did.
Yeah, he
I
already
Oh,
did
you
that.
did?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I rolled.
Fantastic.
I just rolled really well on it.
Yep, no problem. You can see that you get the insight that you grab is that she's lying to set at ease this doddering old man. Doesn't seem to be maliciously towards you.
Okay.
He looks at you for a second, and when you got out of Lawrence's bed, you didn't take it off of your wrist. You took the handcuff off of the railing.
Yeah.
And he goes, that's interesting. Can I see that? And walks over and just puts his hand on it, and it falls off.
Who is this perceptive fuck?
It is the Gomez.
Who is the Gomez?
He's the Gomez.
Yeah,
I met
but-
him outside and brought him in here because he was gold.
I mean, Anna, he actually seems kind of interesting.
Wait till you meet his wife, Myrtle.
Talk about interesting. Ugh.
Don't you think it'd be kind of a waste?
What do you mean? The ways to bring him in here and give him food?
I am so against that.
This is what I'm saying. I've seen quite a lot in the last couple days. Storms that look like snakes, howling from people. I've seen a few monsters. Very many friends of myself that I've had for a long time have died.
Oh, god damn it.
What I want to tell you is I realize that y'all some weirds, and that's fine. But perhaps you could use someone like me and my friends could get nice and warm, stay here, And perhaps get some pudding every once in a while.
That is all that we are trying to do for you, Gomez.
There's a moment he sneers, no longer trusting you specifically. He's seen enough.
It was uncalled for, Gomez. I do not know. And like she accidentally brings her arm out to talk.
Oh,
I mean, no, it's
you gotta call the doctor. You're falling down.
It is okay.
What do you mean, okay? Your bones aren't no longer in your hands.
It's you know what, Gomez? I'm going to cast cloud memory.
Okay, what's the roll?
He's not going to have any brains left.
What little he has left?
I've cast cloud memory on him so many times.
What is the
cloud memory? It is there's no roll against an unprepared mortal.
He's prepared.
No, he's not. He
At
just
this
saw
point,
a crazy
You just
arm.
showed him an arm, and like he already come to the conclusions that you guys are probably not
Okay,
natural.
fine. It lasts indefinitely.
That's fine.
It's charisma and dominate versus wits and resolve.
I mean, he has some wits, not very much resolve.
There you go. So it's dominate and charisma. Oh dear.
Dae is staring at Lawrence like, what do I do?
We're going to make the friends with the Gomez. It's going to be fine.
One success.
Dominate and charisma. 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3.
Actually, he'd have one more than that for wits. Still one.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you see him like in the middle of his old man finger thing.
Yeah.
Goes a little blank, and the hand goes back to his side.
Forget it. I'm going to put it back behind my arm.
Is it just one arm or is it both arms?
It's just one arm right now.
Forget how much you having him forget? Just him seeing your arm, or
Him seeing my arm and him being suspicious of me.
well, he was suspicious of you when you broke the door.
Yes, but the raising of level of suspicion currently.
All right, yeah, no problem.
The newest level of suspicion.
Yeah. Well, that means he's forgotten all about these people too. Yeah.
Gomez, I would like you to meet my friends.
Have a
This
little-
is Danika, and this is Dae,
Dae is just staring at a wall.
and this is Dae's boyfriend, Lawrence. I know he is dressed in a trench coat, but do not worry, he's not going to flash his man bits at you. At least I do not think so, right, Lawrence?
No, I'm not going to flash
Yeah,
my...
see, it's
Did
fine.
you just call them man bits?
Listen, I did. Listen, Gomez, I promise you, the pudding is coming, and it's taking a long time for the tea because it is a very special blend, actually, from the queen herself. So they're just making sure that they've got everything right, and it's all going to be brought down to you, like, really soon.
You see what you can only describe as an embarrassed look onto him. He is older, but he doesn't have lapse in his memories. He's still sharp as a tack as he's ever been. But he does not know where these 3 other people have come from. And he's like, well, good. Is it? It was nice meeting
Dae,
Dae,
Danika,
Right.
Danika,
Lawrence.
and Lawrence.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad we talked about the pudding.
Yes, I promise you, it's coming. I know it's a little bit slow, but no, it's not the hotel. It is actually the Queen's Palace, so...
Glad he's walking away, like rubbing his bald spot, going, well, then it better be good pudding.
Well, yes,
He walks
you
in.
wanted butterscotch, right?
Of course I wanted
It's
butterscotch.
the best one.
Wife, there's going to be butterscotch. I told you. They're going to take good care of us. But there's a little sadness in his voice that you've never heard, a little discouragement. I mean, at the end of the world now, he thinks his brain's falling apart.
Well, I mean, you know what? It is better than the alternative. He could be hanging... What? Yes?
You're not eating that one,
No, I'm not going to eat any of them.
Anna.
What? They were for the Rasputin's bath. They were not
no
for me.
bath. No bath.
No,
I'm not-
obviously.
I agree with Dae.
Am I alone here,
Obviously.
Vol?
No, Rasputin is not here
Lawrence,
anymore, so there
Lawrence.
is no need for the bath. It is
Oh,
fine.
this is true. We need to find him.
Right?
Yeah, probably a good idea. But again,
Why did he leave? Does anyone know?
Well,
Rasputin?
Yes, I mean he
Well,
seemed to be.
you know, I'm not a psychiatrist, but when we last found him, he was heavily restrained, and we left him in a restrained environment. And, you know, sometimes doves gotta fly.
Also, I might have had a conversation with the Rasputin.
About the blood and in the bathtub and the...
No. I mean, that was something that I was doing that was very kind for my sire, From the goodness of my heart, I was going to make him a bloodbath. But
Yeah.
what, well, he had a little bit of a reaction when I told him exactly what happened with the landing and the fireball. And do you guys remember the lady that he pulled out of the portal and the great big dog?
I passed out somewhere in between that and trying to use my last breath to take a bullet for Lawrence. Don't read too far into it, Lawrence. Anyways.
So you do not remember the lady that came out of the portal?
Vol flips a couple pages back, and he has a crude, but the lines are from a person that has been taking outrageously fast notes his whole life at a very detailed thing. A picture of a portal and Rasputin, a male figure. Almost looks like he's dancing with a woman coming out of a portal, and then a large paw that seems to be coming out of it.
Okay, yeah, it's hazy. I was pretty near death, but I do vaguely remember.
Right. Well, I mean, we all kind of were. That's why I called him. And then I did not think he would show up in a fireball or call a lady from a portal. But anyways, when I was told him about what happened and that he was, dancing with the lady in the portal, he did not seem too surprised at that part. But it was when I said that I could not remember if she went back into the portal or not.
Well, why would that upset him? Who is she?
I do not know.
Oh.
Do you not
Okay.
remember, or were you just fucking with him?
No, I really do not know. I do not know who she is.
I do have a theory.
Of course you have a theory, Vol.
It's just nice to be able to talk to you all about this at this point, because, I mean, I don't know if you've talked to the other Nosferatu in my small camp, but they're not exactly conversationalists. They usually try to keep the comments very short and quippy.
Yeah, I talked to Ed, but he just kind of wants to be a DJ, apparently.
Well, he's quite talented, actually. I've been trying to support that, but anyway. So I believe somehow Rasputin has been able to reach out to Lilith herself.
What are you
Well,
talking
you're
about,
getting
Lilith?
So ridiculous. First
Like,
Cain, now Lilith. Like
I
that's.
mean-
I'll be
No.
honest, I'm more updated on current politics. Who the fuck?
Lilith, the very...
I've heard the name, but I...
So Lilith was like the first woman that was created before Eve, and she
Before Eve?
before Eve.
She definitely wasn't a conformist.
Yeah, she kind of got kicked out of the garden for like mocking about a little bit too much,
Oh, I like her.
and then she went like kind of bad.
Not that we have exact records of this, but it is commonly believed that Lilith took pity on Cain and taught him all the abilities that he has for also being someone spurned by God himself.
Okay, you know what, Vol? I think that you have like some kind of weird idolization for the Rasputin, because you keep on talking about Cain, like the Rasputin and the Cain are connected, and I do not. He's my
believe-
sire. I would have noticed something.
I believe that they are. I believe that throughout the ages, all of us here have spent a little bit too much time on this particular earth. There's a reason why humans die in roughly 8 years. It's very difficult to have no one around to communicate or to understand your position. That's why Cain supposedly produced Prodigy in the first place, to have
Company?
individuals that could understand his struggle.
But wouldn't that make Rasputin a lot older than he's been leading on?
Or perhaps he's was just brilliant enough to get the attention of Cain. It's very possible that he was older than he seemed, taking on another personality, especially during those times before pictures.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Wait, so Vol, you're saying Rasputin knows Cain and he pulled Lilith out of a portal?
It's a hypothesis.
So which one of them was the first vampire then?
Oh, of course, Cain.
Oh, Cain. Even I know that.
I'm saying that perhaps throughout their correspondence, a few trinkets were passed down to a favored son.
Anna, you know anything about this?
I do not trinkets. I do not. What?
You don't know about any trinkets that Rasputin might have had?
Well, he's always talking about. I mean, when he was in the room, he was really upset about his things not being there, and
His
he was.
things being, were they
Well, he
small,
was upset
insignificant
about-
little things?
I think it was like a piece of leather that had like a bite out of it or something. Yeah, it was something like that.
Sounds weird enough to be a trinket. Okay, this plot has thickened. Thank you, Vol.
Yeah, again, it's a theory. It's kind of the basis of an entire order, so perhaps it's a little bit more than a theory. But we've been trying. I hate to spill the tea this much, but this is why I was in your apartment in the first place, Miss Anna. I was researching, truly the origins of Rasputin.
So you were researching and you just thought that you would just stay?
Well,
I mean, you could have just left and locked the door.
I
It's
mean,
a lot of books to read.
It was also rent controlled.
And he did break the locks.
I mean, really great for. I mean, when's the last time you were in England? The traffic is just horrible. It's quite centralized.
Wait, so then why did you redo her painting?
Okay, as important as all of that is, maybe we should just go ask Rasputin what the fuck is up. I don't
Well, we don't know where he is, Dae.
He went literally that way, and I just pointed all the scraps.
Well, Anna, can't you just talk to him in your brain?
I mean, I can try it. I'm going to need a bowl with some water in it.
Well, thank God we're in a palace full of fucking bathtubs.
Well, it is true. Preferably if
we
it
could do that, but doesn't that take time?
that takes like 10 minutes.
Okay, I'm just saying he's not exactly being subtle about where he's going, and we could probably just go fucking find him.
It's just very true.
It's not like he's across the state or country. I mean, he's somewhere in here. And considering the lights haven't gone red and it hasn't said like Operation Kill All Vampires has happened yet, I assume not too much has gone bad. He's probably somewhat reasonable.
Well, and London doesn't really have much protections now that we blew up the Camarilla.
Well, I'm sure the palace has red lights. Okay.
So there's
I
that
don't know,
too.
those can be expensive.
I mean, I wonder. I really need to go and find the security guard that I was talking to earlier because I really first need to make sure that like Gomez gets his butterscotch pudding or he's going to keep being a pest. And now that he's in here, I do not know how to get him back out. So I got to at least follow through on at least one promise.
Oh my God, Dae, what if Rasputin ate all the security guards and that's why there's no red lights?
High possibility. Only way to find out is to, I don't know, go look. Lawrence, you with me? I'm going this way.
Can I put on pants?
Are there pants around?
I'm sure we can find a security guard and you can get the pants off of him.
Can I do that now?
I don't know.
Is that what? Can you do that?
I mean, sometimes if you just ask politely enough.
Or if you want, I can just convince him to take his pants off.
Yes, there's that too.
Wow, this whole new thing is. It's a whole lot of new possibilities. Okay, pants, definitely
Well,
pants.
actually, let's go to the hospital wing. Where
We need to get you some blood. Blood.
No. I just want to go look for something.
Oh.
I mean, Lawrence,
Actually, I'll be
are
right
you,
back.
How hungry are you?
Shh, shut the fuck up. I'm gonna run to where Gomez keeps coming from.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna do an awareness check with concealed object. I want to find a nice pair of pants.
Okay, he is changed out of his pants. They are.
Not Gomez himself, but like
That's the only pants that you see in this room.
They're like-
He's now.
I don't have to roll for it. I can't roll for other pants.
They're that
there's
wonderful
only- well,
old man
or-
brown corduroy
Yeah,
pants.
that's exactly what they are. How dare you steal my joke? But yes, the only other pants that you see are Myrtles, and they are more
Oh.
pantaloons.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to do a stealth roll to try and steal a pair of nice corduroy pants.
You want? Okay, no problem.
And it might kill two birds with one stone because he won't be able to leave with no pants.
All right, all right. Now that would be okay. I'll do.
I
a roll off
mean,
for it.
are these pants going to fit Lawrence? These Gomez
I
pants?
mean, like they're close enough. They're close
Okay.
enough. I mean, they may not be. They won't be a good fit, but they will.
Lawrence has been skipping leg day. It's fine.
Yeah.
And Gomez is a little rotund in the belly, so I'm sure that it will all even out eventually, somehow, in the pants. Excuse me.
2 successes.
Okay. Can I just vanish?
Well, yeah. If that's what you're gonna use, obfuscation.
Yeah.
Cool. Now, please, for the people at home, tell them exactly what skill you're using.
Ow. I'm using vanish. You can vanish from sight and make mortal observers question whether you were ever really there in the first place.
Yeah, he may be a little bit antsy, but he thinks that he's going to get some butterscotch. He's now cuddling his wife in a bed. His circumstances, although were going to be horrible, are now much better. I mean, he's in a beautifully furnished for humans room.
So I think what happens is while I'm sneaking up, I'm taking into consideration what Vol and I talked about in the car ride over about just kind of blending into the reality and manipulating it around you. And so I'm really trying to visualize that as I steal a pair of pants from an elderly man that may or may not have dementia,
This is the first
which is my new origin story.
Yeah, right. This is the first time you've used vanish, right? All right. So as this new ability, you took in some of the words of Vol, and something about this blood vial that you've just taken has given you a new confidence. And before you take that step, you almost know that you're going to do it. And you start hearing the ruffling of the succulent plant that's in the window. And instead of taking that step where you would have, you wait for it to slightly clang on the windowsill. Even that, what would be a sound that would not even be registered by somebody, that's where your footfall falls. The whole room starts to almost meld to your action. You don't feel restrained on it. It's just like a cat that just knows how to lower its back of its paw before it takes another step. It's predatory, but instinctual.
Damn, Vol, you were right. It's fucking nice.
You have
I like to imagine my vision is also kind of like not tunnel vision, but like almost like shadowy
Yeah.
on the very far edges.
you can almost like you understand where to tiptoe and where their eye lines wouldn't be naturally.
Okay. So I'm going to take this old man's pants.
They are there's a big key ring on it, but you don't have a problem with it. You just kind of palm it and
I put him down. I'm like, he can have his keys.
okay. Fantastic.
I empty the pockets of all the things that might be in it. I just need the pants.
Give me a wits and awareness check.
Okay.
No, a wits and insight check, please.
No awareness? Because if it's a concealed object, it's awareness.
Then give me a wits and awareness check.
Okay, cool. Because I also have a specialization, so that's 5 dice for that.
Cool.
This is by far my biggest roll. And I feel like it might be insignificant, but... That's 2 successes.
You see a
Which is pathetic, by the way, for 9 dice.
You see a lock picking kit, worn, old, not something that you got on Amazon. This looks like if there ever was paint on it, it's been scratched off for a long time. You see a photo of him and his wife that sticks out the top of his billfold. No money in his billfold. But there's one thing you get a chuckle out of. It's your watch.
What?
It's your watch. When he took off the handcuff, he took something else too.
Oh. Huh.
very fastly.
Actually, I think that's Lawrence's watch.
That is. Yeah, there you go. That is. Yeah, because you were wearing Lawrence's stuff at that point.
All right. You sly old son of a bitch. I'm going to take the watch. Or actually, I'm going to leave the watch, and I'm going to take the lockpicking set.
Oh, I love that. That's awesome. And you get out of the room, none the wiser.
And then I just appear in the room and then chuck Lawrence a pair of old man pants.
Cool. I'd complain if I wasn't naked, but corduroy for the next time is...
Timeless? I know. Anyways.
He does slide them on.
All right, you can keep the trench coat for now. But be careful. There's a vial in there. Don't touch it.
Yeah, he is shirtless and jacked.
I look at Anna like, eh?
Yeah, right. The boy's he's ripped up.
It's a nice trench coat. I agree, Dae.
I wonder about you.
You guys
All
are
right,
still hearing this voice coming closer and closer of Sprocket.
Is that the sprocket?
Oh, yeah. Sprocket!
Oh, he's probably looking for me.
But you told me it was love. Where did she get? This is unrespectable.
Well, she said she was coming down here, and
Oh,
you know,
God,
like after
Frank.
the ribbon dancing.
Guys, I gotta go. I gotta go.
Is that so
You
Frank?
know,
I'm gonna
she-
sprint down the hallway
She legitimately
after.
put my face into a wall multiple times.
Frank, I'm so happy to see you again.
I
Oh,
have
hey.
sprinted down the hallway towards where Dae said Rasputin went.
I'm going to try and tackle Danika as she reaches the doorway.
Oh, there she goes. Yeah, crazy ribbon dancer girl. You wanted to meet her? Yeah, it's good to see you too. Lady that like obviously didn't try to kill me multiple times.
I know, right?
Big fan.
Even after you
Big
tried
fan.
to blow up the tank that I was in. Do you remember
Well, I mean, there was a good
To be
conversation.
fair, I did tell Danika to run you over.
Oh, that was you.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. I wish
So
I didn't
welcome
know
to the-
these things.
Welcome to the team.
Okay. I'm actually really good at team building exercises. If you guys want to do some
that? No,
trust
we
falls,
don't. We don't want to do any trust falls.
it's quite useful, but it's fine. It's good. So I brought you a really angry half-wolf person that apparently I have to be okay with existing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sprocket, what's up? And I fist bump him.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Sprocket is never angry. I do not know where
He
you're
actually
getting that
fist
from.
bumped like you, like very naturally. He's
Hell
like,
Oh yes, a half breed. Why did
Great
the other
news.
one run?
Great news. A lot of weird shit just happened.
Oh,
Yeah.
better stuff. Does she have to run now, or is that like a new thing about the swords?
Oh, her, Danika? I think she's just embarrassed because I think she's got a thing for Frank, too. And she already has a thing for Boris, and she already kind of has a thing for the Justice.
Oh, that makes sense. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm
You
like
ooze
classically.
charisma. Yeah.
I mean, if you're looking at a triangle,
Absolutely.
it's great. I prefer the speaking like this. I can read your lips a lot better. Again, the tendinitis. I don't like to bring it up very often, but you know.
I cannot believe that vampirism does not solve something that is such a minor irritation.
You know what? Like 10 hours earlier, when the bomb went off in front of me, that would have been fantastic. But
Right.
Sprocket, can you please make a hearing aid out of, like, I don't know, like a walkie-talkie or something?
Of course. I still want to know why she's sprinting down the hall.
I told you, I think she's into Frank.
Well, can we get rid of the Frank then? You've been quite an interesting, unhorrible creature of the night. But if it makes her run away,
Just in the distance. Just
do you stop?
Danica, no.
Are you just like?
No, I am gone.
ah,
Dae said like down the hall and to the left, right?
Yeah, which
For
is
Rasputin. Danica's down the hall and to the left.
Yeah,
like,
right. You just come to a bank of elevators.
oh no.
Are you going to go find the butterscotch for Gomez?
don't worry, guys. I don't think Danika.
Hold on, there's
has
butterscotch.
the- Yeah, all right.
Oh, I mean, like, hey, what are we doing here? You hear Gomez like, ah, can we keep it down up there? He's like, oh,
Sorry, Gomez. Do not worry about it, Frank. It's fine. We're
This place
just
is a fucking circus.
no.
Pick an elevator and go inside of it, but then not hit any of the floor buttons. Just shut the
so
door.
ding, and the doors close.
And I'm just gonna sit there.
Danica is now gone from your guys' perspective.
All right, I'm gonna go try and find Danika. She couldn't have gone far, guys.
I got to.
I don't
find-
think she has the intuition to find Rasputin on her own.
I mean, she might surprise you.
I would really like to speak to the. I mean, you're a fantastic half-breed, and I like you much more. But now the one that ran away is blessed by God. This will be.
Blessed by God.
Oh, she still speaks, and he like shies away from you a little bit.
Look at this new thing that I've got.
Holy shit!
I know,
His eyes
right?
get really big, and he grabs your forearm. Was like, did you break it?
No, it's not broken.
Did she break you?
No.
Did you touch her?
No,
Looking
but
at
I can do this, and then I'm gonna try and mix with Lawrence. Really.
Holy fuck! You guys stage back and forth.
Eh?
Okay.
We're gonna give him a heart attack. We better.
Oh, you see him like hold on to the wall. Go, miss. It's like we're trying to sleep in here.
Day, is that what it looks like when you get a boner? I mean, that's a little bit shocking.
It's kind of similar.
I mean, it's shocking.
It's kind of like a mental.
You see Frank go, I'll take care of the old people. I'm really good with them. I'm not old. And you see just this back and forth as Frank now walks into the room.
Huh.
And he goes, yeah, he's like, where's your pants? And the whole conversation happens with the door shuts. And now you have a Gomez and a Frank that is currently a babysitter.
Oh, right, but I need to talk to the Frank for a quick second.
Why?
Door's closed.
No, I got to go knock on the door.
Hey, welcome on in. Hey, what's going on?
No, Frank, can you come out here into the hallway for a second? To Gomez, I just need to see.
I've heard these things. You like triangles too, don't you?
Yeah, I love triangles. They're the best shape. I need you to just come out here because I need to talk to you just for a quick second.
Okay, yeah. Hey, new friend with no pants. I'll be right back.
Okay. Frank,
Yeah.
what I need you to do
Okay.
is I need you to find one of the guards that is kind of floating around down here.
I can do that. There's quite a few
I
of them.
need you to tell them to get a message to the kitchen that we need the butterscotch pudding down here with some really nice tea and maybe some crackers and maybe some cookies.
That sounds fantastic,
Okay.
but I'm not fucking an old guy.
No, I do not want you to do that. That is not. I do not think that Gomez would permit these
Okay,
things.
then why am
But
I getting the
listen,
tea?
Because I need you to make sure that they are comfortable and that they are
Again,
happy.
not fucking old people.
And most importantly, Frank, that they stay in their rooms.
Okay, so
Okay,
I have to
there's
fuck them
6
for a
of
long
them.
time. So
No,
again, I'm definitely not
listen,
fucking
Frank,
6
no,
old
there's
people.
no fucking involved. I do not understand where you got this idea from.
Well, you said to make them
Tea?
comfortable.
Yes, does
Again,
not
we were
mean-
also talking about the triangle shape that I
Listen,
obviously
Frank,
have.
Frank, they're too old for these things.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm
Right.
definitely not fucking
Okay,
the old
I do
people.
not want you to. I don't. Oh my God, Frank, we're supposed to be friends.
We're definitely friends.
Okay,
I mean, I
so-
will fuck you. If
no,
that needs to happen.
No, Frank, no.
Okay.
But
I
you
mean,
need to
but
make
like,
sure.
I just want
listen,
you.
no, listen.
I just want you to know
listen,
that's
Frank,
always on
Frank,
the table.
Frank, less of this, more of this.
Okay, so remember the tendinitis? That's the hard part that I have. Okay. So maybe if you
no,
make-
no, Frank.
So
No, Frank.
perhaps
No, Frank. What I need you to do is very specific.
that's what I was talking about.
I need you to get to the kitchen. and
Kitchen,
get
right?
Butterscotch pudding.
Of course, that's where I
It
got
is-
lost.
It is Gomez's favorite.
Again, not
The
fucking an old
butter.
person.
No, I do not want. Why do you keep saying these?
Well, he
things?
didn't have any pants.
No, I know because we stole them for the Lawrence.
So
because
you
the
stole the
Lawrence
old
did not-
man pants to put him on the Asian hot guy.
Yes.
And just to be clear,
Yes.
not fucking old people.
No, you do not need to do this.
Okay.
You just need to.
cut is just Day is like listening in the stairwell, and I'm like, guys, I think Anna wants Frank to fuck 6 old people. It's jumbled, but Frank's very loud and he's very against it.
Yeah,
But
no.
she-
Danica is sitting in an elevator doing absolutely
Yeah,
nothing,
right?
staring at the door.
Like no.
too funny.
Hold on,
Should I
look-
stop this?
Stop
Oh.
looking. Listen, I just need you to get.
Again, not looking at anybody.
Nope, you do not need to. I need you to get the butterscotch pudding.
Okay.
I need you to get some nice tea, hot tea.
I think that'll be possible in a palace.
Okay, yes. And I need you to get maybe a few cookies, maybe some crackers, and bring them down here. Now there are 6.
Again, cookies and crackers, not euphemism, right?
No, not
Okay,
euphemism.
so just actual.
actual.
No
things.
problem.
I need you to get enough for 6 people,
Okay.
right? And then I need you to make sure that they all get it, and you have, Frank, have to make sure that they all stay in their rooms.
Done. And he's just like dun 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 dun.
Oh, my
dun,
sweet
dun,
God.
Locks it.
Oh, my God, that was...
Go.
And we'll call it there this week for Vampires and Vitae. We will be back next Friday with another brand new episode. Make sure you're here for it. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, complaints even, you can hit us up on social media. You can find us at Vamps and Vitae on Twitter, Vampires and Vitae on Facebook. And if you can find us, we are on Reddit as well. Feel free to ask any questions or anything like that. We love to hear from you. You can also shoot us an email, vampiresandvitae@gmail.com. So until next week, guys, make sure that when you get the chance that you go ahead and you take a big bite out of life.